Hey guys, I have this air filtration system, the jet, and the motor hums when I turn it on, try to turn it on. I'm gonna remove that panel there and take the circuit board out. Just has 4 screws right there. I'm gonna remove that panel out and remove the panel, but unplug it. Make sure everything's unplugged. If you don't know what you're doing with electronics, please don't do it. The circuit board costs $108, and I saw it cheapest for $98 or $94. The capacitor that I'm replacing only costs $1. So the capacitor that I'm gonna replace is right here, and it costs $1 to fix your problem. So if you're not sure what to do or how to do it, please don't do it. If you are gonna fool around with it, just unplug the wire, the power cord, and you're fine. You unplug the power wire and it should be okay. Everybody thinks that the motor's probably bad, but it's not bad. Well, sometimes it could be bad, but in my case, I took the board out. And this capacitor here seems like it's swollen and it's bad. If you guys have a voltmeter, you could check it. You can check it with a voltmeter with capacitance. I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to pull out the voltmeter in a second. But the capacitor is right here. It goes right on this spot right there. It goes right. Yeah! Whenever you're ready. Okay, hold on. It goes right here. So I'm going to replace this capacitor here. I bought one. They don't have 10 volt capacitors, hard to find. So I got a 16 volt at 220. So it should work fine. It should work fine with this microfarad capacitor, 220 microfarads. So I'm going to put this camera over here and start soldering. Okay, I'm going to put the camera right there, hopefully. Hopefully it'll stay still. And I'm going to replace this capacitor here. So this thing here costs like $94 to $108 to replace that part, this board. So might as well just give it a shot. Okay, so remember guys, you got a positive here, you got a plus on one side and a negative on the other side. And these capacitors are negative. The white line is the negative, and the solid one is positive. See this side here with the white arrow is negative. Solid one is positive. So I'm gonna just take this out. Let me put my glasses on so I can see a little better. It's two little tiny holes there. I took it off the board, which I will show you how to put it back on the board in a few seconds. Very simple. Alright, let me see where we at. Right here. So negative is this side, and my plus side is on the right side. So I'm going to keep the negative on one side. Okay, that's it right there. 1, 2. Let me cut these down a little bit, too long. Okay, I found little cutters here. I got the voltmeter here. Soldering iron is warming up. I'm going to open this guy up here. Flux. To clean the tip out. I haven't used this in a while. I haven't used this flux in a while. Okay, let me heat it up. That'll clean up the flux. Put on a little metal plate there, make sure I don't burn my table. Alright. I'm going to put the capacitor back in here. I'm going to put positive on one side, negative on the other side, which is right here. They got a little X right there for positive. Negative is on the left side of the board. Just stick it in. Stick it into the hole. Stick it into both holes right there like that, a little bit. And then you have to solder it. You have to solder it a little bit so it could penetrate. Okay, that one went in. Okay, they both went in. There you go. Once they both go inside the hole, inside the thread, the two little holes, then you drop a little bit of solder in there. If you want to, you can cut those right off. I'm just going to drop a little solder right there on it. Let me see, make sure it leans forward a little bit. Okay, that's the way it was like that. You can bend it downwards. And then you can just drop a little bit of solder. Grab a little bit of solder. Right here. I'm gonna heat it up, clean the tip. Okay, beautiful, just a little dab. So you need a little dab on each side. Beautiful. Take a look at it. See, little dab. Make sure you don't put a lot of solder to touch both of these guys together, and you're good to go. There you go, right there. Put it there. You're rocking and rolling. You'd have to buy a new board. I hope. I'm not sure. I'm going to try it out right now. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. Positive, positive. Negative, negative. All right, we're looking good. So let me get the panel back over here. I put the panel back up here. Let me just get it out, show you how to put it back together again, and then we could okay, here go the panel, the board that it comes on. And let me get the screws. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and one over here. Okay, I got it right there. I'll put them back upstairs. All right, so let me unplug this soldering iron, get it out the way. Let it cool off. Now this is the board here that we have. This is the board. So let's just unscrew the board, take the screws off of this board here. We're going to put it right back in place. Okay, oh, on 4. Two. Okay, this is live. I'm not cutting anything out. I'm not wasting too much time here. Okay, let's put the board back together again. So you got 1, 2, 3 screws right here. 1, 2, 3. That's the way it goes, upside down. The 3 lights go back over here, the same holes. 1, 2, 3, line it up. And we're going to put it right back there. And then we're going to put the screws back in place. Now you can check the motor. If you feel like it's the motor that's bad, you got a white wire up there, I'll show you in a minute, and a black wire. If you strip those, if you just make a little strip line, you could test the motor out to make sure that you know everything's okay with the motor. I did that. I put it 120 volts on it, on the white negative, black positive, and the motor cranked right over. So I know it's not the motor. Okay, let me line this up here because okay, one on. Put the next one right there. Put the next one over here. Oops. All right, back on. This here controls the power, which goes right back up here. On the 2 sides, just push it right in. That's it. The other one that's upstairs, the 4 plug, goes onto this side here. And plug it in. Simple. All right. Let me set the camera up a different angle so you can see what's going on up there. Okay. There was the box, the hole. The 4 screws are going to go back in there. I'm going to try to set this camera up on an angle here. Let me see where you can see what's going on. Okay, let me see if we can get that. I can't set it up. I can't set it up that way. Let me just see if I can figure out a way to hold this up for you guys. I'm gonna put this little. Let me see if I can put this here, and maybe put this in there. The router. The router. Okay, guys, I got it working. I got it working, and I'm happy about that. All right, there was a final test run. Awesome.